touchdown. TJ, 3 receiving touchdowns. 3 interceptions on defense. We asked you to come out and take care of business. Asked you to do that. Every time we get what we emphasize with this group. Every single time. You guys continue to elevate and raise the standard. And that's pretty damn fun to watch, guys. It's pretty damn fun to be a part of. And all we continue to do is get better. We keep getting better as a team. And that's all we can truly ask for, guys. Keep this going, guys. Man, it's fun watching y'all play football, man. It's fun watching y'all play football. Really proud of you guys, man. Very proud to be your coach. You guys keep getting better and do everything we ask you to do, and that's pretty fun to watch, man. It's really fun to be a part of. I love you guys.
Jazz on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh no! What's up, guys?
How's that feel?
How's that feel? We are going through it. Welcome into the Prowler Hour, guys. Hopefully, everybody can hear us. We had some technical issues.
Beer's cold.
Beer's cold, but
We're cold.
We're doing good.
We're all right.
So, welcome to the Prowler Hour. We're going to be going over the Jets game. They dominated. I'm happy about it.
It's a good victory Monday. Let's put it that way.
Victory Monday for sure. What are we thinking about that game, though? What was your first initial takeaway?
Trevor freaking Lawrence.
Boy, Buddy balled out.
Mr. William, for those of you that don't.
That was Willie.
Willie.
That's
that was
Big
Will-
Willie's.
Willie
Big
showed
Willie.
up. Willie showed up.
Willie put 6 tutties on the board.
6 times.
I had to keep count during the game too. I was like, "There's no way he has 6."
So he's the
5
first
passing
quarterback
touchdowns?
in NFL history to have 5 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown in the same game.
Yep.
and
and
I
50
think it was-
yards,
And
I think.
50 rushing yards.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's just there's not enough you can say about that.
Yep.
And him being the polarizing figure of our team, it's just one of those things to where if you listen to us and you've heard us, we have been building to this moment.
Yep.
This was coming. I couldn't tell you when. I couldn't tell you how. I've harped on this over and over again. What's our favorite play? We now all know that play action is our favorite play.
That dig route
daggers,
to Myers.
the clearing routes,
Yep.
those types of things. They have found what they like in the timing aspect of it. You got to see the backup tight end run wide open late in the game because
Yep.
they're so worried about the run. Throwing the ball to the back, we were outstanding in all 3 phases.
We have
So-
four running back receiving touchdowns.
Yeah.
Right?
Two
3 for
in-
ETN and 1 to 2.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
And some play design stuff you got to see. They got the back
Incredible play designs.
on the rail route against Quentin Williams. So hats off to everybody.
Yeah, I was expecting this game. I said this in the preseason. I thought this would be the biggest blowout of the season. It happened. So I'm excited. Trevor finally got the statistical game that everybody's kind of waiting for. He got over 300 for the first
media
time.
has been dying for him.
I
Yeah.
think this was finally
His best
Trevor's
game.
actual best game of his
Yeah.
career. Because they're like, was this his best game? We're like, nah.
He was the most accurate in this game.
This one might have been.
He made plays in within the system and without.
Yeah.
So
I did update that tweet. This is now his best
Yeah.
game that he's ever played.
what do you just real quick? What do we think it was before then? Would
So-
you say the
so-
Chargers, even though he
No.
threw those 4 picks?
So that was my 5th favorite game for him. My
Fifth?
yeah.
You got a whole list.
I have
Nice.
top 5. So
right.
the best game I thought he played in his career up till yesterday
Yeah.
was against the Dallas Cowboys in
Okay.
2022. He did have a turnover
The
in that game that
Rayshawn
almost
pick
cost us
six.
the
Yep.
game,
Yep.
but he
Yeah.
led us back to get to overtime with the best throw I think he's had until this season,
Yeah.
which was to Zay Jones
Zay
through
Jones stop and
somebody's
go.
hand.
Yeah.
And
okay.
it was
On the
outstanding.
last drive, yeah.
Gotcha.
And then the next game I have after that was the Ravens game because I believe that was
That's
That
what I
was
thinking.
that's
That was-
when it
you
was
started
just
to
turning
see.
around.
You started to
Yeah.
see, he's got some confidence.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's the 2 games against the Colts,
Mhm.
24 and 25. I don't care what order you put them in; they're
Yep.
both outstanding. He is a Colt killer, whether people understand that or not. And then it was a playoff game against the Chargers, and I put in parentheses, yes, I know he threw 4 interceptions, but
Well, I didn't even this year. I thought even the Cardinals game, everybody gave him a lot of shit because of the 3 picks and the strip sack. You know what I mean? That turned into a fumble. So I thought he's been on since that game because take away the turnovers. You know what I mean? Like he was balling out during that game, and he's steadily climbing. This team's improving too. So we're on a nice little hot streak right now.
So if you remember in 22, he had the really bad game in London against Denver. And after that, he was
turned it around.
Yeah, threw the pick in the end zone or something like that.
Forcing the ball, trying to get it to Evan. And he was lights out after that.
Yeah.
And we beat teams that, at that point we were probably, I think we were 2 and something. And everybody, and to Peterson's credit, he had said, the schedule's going to turn our way. Some things are going to go our way. We're going to be okay. And then they rattled off 6 in a row or whatever to get to 9 and 7 or whatever.
Right.
9 and 8 or whatever it was. And ended up winning the division.
Yep. So let's get into game balls real quick. So I think everybody so far has given Trevor the game ball. I mean, is that accurate? So
T-Law.
So big ups to Trev. Hopefully we can keep it going. We'll talk about Denver at the end of this, but I think it'd be the perfect game. I thought this Jets game was a perfect game heading into Denver. Get everybody's confidence going. We saw Parker come back in this game too a little bit, get a little bit healthier. I think the injury report got cleaner towards the end of the week. So
absolutely
going into the Broncos team, I mean, are we the hottest team in the NFL other than Houston?
So technically the Broncos are the hottest team. They've won 11 in a row.
Technically.
So
are they playing like that? I mean, last game they played well against the Packers.
They did enough. They did enough in that game to win the football game.
Yeah.
I want to bring up a piece of trivia. This is the second most games the Broncos have ever won in a row.
Okay.
The most they've ever won in a row.
I like where this is going.
Was in 1996.
And who beat them?
Yeah. And then who ended their season?
I think we have a shot. Well, we talked about this. We'll talk about it later on, too.
We have a great shot.
we have a great shot, but I want to go and play the hardest teams in the playoffs. Not like everybody else, where we want to play Pittsburgh that's playing behind us. If we want to play,
this is a great test. This is.
I think this is the first big game where it builds a lot of confidence within the locker room.
Yeah.
Where we go on, we might play Houston, we might play, Buffalo Bills at home. Go to New England.
Yeah.
I think this team's built for it. But yeah, let's go to 3 up, 3 down though. Just real quick, this week it's 3 up and 3 further up because we had such a blowout,
such a dominant victory.
Let's start with just the standard up. So who is just like your normal up this week?
Regular reps.
Yeah,
I got a good one.
All right, go for it.
Somebody we've harped on. We've given a little bit of love. Antonio Johnson, man.
I was just gonna say
he's been up Johnson. 3 weeks in a row for us now, right? He got himself an interception. It wasn't an easy interception. It was a nice pick.
I was looking at the PFF grades this week, and sometimes they're a little bit off.
Sometimes you wonder where they got that number, right?
But Antonio Johnson, had 93.8 rating out of all of the players on the Jags. Trevor had 93.5
or something. Oh yeah.
So maybe it's a little bit off because Trevor balled out, and I think Antonio made obviously
solid pick.
He had the pick, but he also had a pass breakup and a tackle for a loss or something. So maybe it's a little skewed. But my point is, to your point, he's
regular.
I wanted him off my team
about
5 weeks ago.
Yeah,
You wanted to trade half the roster.
But I specifically, I said I don't want Antonio Johnson or Walker Little on my team.
Yep.
And to his credit,
he solved the Walker Little problem.
Yeah. We turned on Cole Van Lanning. So
yeah.
But Antonio Johnson's been playing really good. With Eric Murray and in the mix too. So with Wingard, so I'm happy about it.
Our safety rotation is becoming a strength.
Yeah,
it's been really interesting.
It was early in the early season,
and how they're using those guys, and how now Wingard gets to be an in-the-box player, which is what he's best at.
Exactly.
So those pieces, those adjustments, the health part of it are all great.
Yeah.
I think my up's going to go to Cole Van Lanning.
Yeah,
I think he has solidified an offensive line that at moments has been
needed somebody like
horrible.
him.
Yeah. The pass protection this week was awesome.
It was great.
And I feel
perfect. And they had two good ends.
Have some solid pass
They had
rushers.
Jermaine Johnson,
I feel
McDonald.
like the Jets did a good job against our run game. I think that they wanted to see
gearing
Trevor
up.
do what Trevor did.
Yep.
Yeah.
They played a lot of single high in that game.
And
They did.
He's
Yeah.
going to pick that apart. I'm sorry, boys. If y'all ain't figured it out, Trevor struggles with too high in zone and quarters and those kind of things.
Yeah, don't give him man.
But if you play man and you play cover 3, he's going to pick you apart.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But I would say for me, I like the Cole Van Lanning one. I was going to say the offensive line, specifically Anton and Cole. I thought they both played very well against the competition they had to go. The hardest part of that defense, I know they traded Sauce. I know they traded, Quinnen Williams, but they still have 2 really good young edge rushers, and we didn't hear their name once. I think Jermaine Johnson made one play in the backfield. Actually, it was the Trevor Spike.
Yeah,
like the grounding one.
yeah.
It was the play before that where it was like a run stuff in the backfield. But
Yeah.
other than that, like I didn't hear them at all.
Right.
So I would give it to them. Do we have another one? A nice just standard stock up maybe?
Another regular up.
There wasn't a ton I thought on the defense.
Yeah, no, it was a little bit of a quieter game for the defense. I mean, I say quieter. We got 3 sacks and 3 interceptions,
like
but
we
it was against a
tackled
third string quarterback.
Yeah, but I
think
feel like
Buster's interception.
That's a good one.
That was a beautiful
amazing.
interception. That's exactly who I was about to say. I'm debating giving him a further up, but let's go with Buster as our next regular up.
Yeah,
the defense itself played amazing.
I thought they struggled a little bit in the rush.
They had a
rush
couple
defense.
They had a couple,
which scared me for next week.
The game plan for the Jets was to get the ball out quickly, give him one read,
Mhm.
don't allow him to have to sit back there
Right.
and figure it out and solve the Rubik's Cube. He got rid of the ball as quickly as he could, not only not to get sacked, but to keep the offense moving. And you saw in the first series, they did something to us and motioned us and got to a screen out there where we didn't
A couple of wide receiver screens.
We didn't abandon the blitz at all.
Right.
We stuck on our blitz, and so then the next series you see they come out and they did something very similar.
Yeah.
And we did a great job of blowing up the screen.
Yeah.
So these guys all get paid. They get to scheme and do things, and you got to see the Jets had a certain desire to get rid of the ball quickly. The second or third drive where they ran the ball on us was honestly, I felt like that was I was like, I don't know what they did or how they schemed us up. They ran the ball very effectively on one of their drives.
They were double teaming D-Ham. D-Ham got blown off the ball a couple times I saw, but I think it was because they got doubled. But other than that, I mean, we're nitpicking really at this rate. But another just standard stock up for me. I think it didn't really show up a ton, but I think Gardeck. I'll go back to my guy Gardeck.
Yeah.
Had that sack.
He's officially your guy.
Spin move.
He's officially my guy.
We got to get you a jersey.
Yeah, I will say this about the whole defense because I think for regular stock ups, there's not a ton. For this defense specifically, there's a lot of guys like Greg Newsom was another guy. I was like, hey, he played well, but then he had a bad play, and then there's a lot that just kind of they didn't make the cut. But I thought Gardeck still stepped up again. I thought we already talked the pass blocking. Kickoff was another one. If you really want to kind of find like a standard one,
the penalty that brought the one back.
The punt return.
That was a punt.
Yeah, the punt return.
So.
But yeah, let's go into our further ups because this is really where the money is. So we already talked Trevor for the game ball. I got ETN.
You gotta give.
I'm going to take him before anybody else does because my buddy is getting paid.
Yeah.
I hope it's by us. I hope he takes a hometown discount and a team friendly deal.
Clemson discount.
But he's played. He's never missed a stock up for us. He's balled out. I don't see him being anywhere but Jacksonville going forward. But between him and like Jacoby, like we gotta keep these guys. I don't know how we're gonna keep everybody.
Yeah,
we're not, especially if we make a deep run.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with Travis Etienne is he has shown his versatility.
Yes,
and if you go back to the day we drafted him, Urban Meyer. This is one of the few things I can give him credit for.
Yeah.
He said this that you could use Travis Etienne in any manner you want. You can line him in the slot. You can put him in the backfield.
Yeah.
You can carry. You can run your offense through him, and you're seeing as we get more comfortable, as we start to pare the playbook down, but continue to use concepts out of different formations.
Yep.
Travis Etienne is a huge part of what we do, and the Quentin Allen and Tootin are all going to be beneficiaries because of how well Etienne has played.
How well-rounded of a threat he is.
And they weren't throwing him the ball. Here's the only criticism.
29 catches.
That's what I'm saying. The only criticism I had of that's really not criticism, but just thing I noticed was we're not really thrown to the backs like we thought we would coming into the season.
Right.
We're talking about Tampa, Bucky Irving,
Yep.
Rashad White. Like we weren't doing that. I thought that was a missing piece. That, and obviously we found out the vertical game too, which we'll talk about. But
so we've scored on a screen. I know we've all been a little critical of the screen.
The screens haven't been that's the one that worked this year.
Okay, so and then I believe he is the first Jaguar running back to have 3 receiving touchdowns.
It's got to be
Because
Can't be that many.
receiving touchdowns. Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody else.
Yeah.
There's no backs that I could remember, and I didn't do a true look. So
I mean, how many times does that happen in the NFL? I mean, I'm sure it's happened a decent amount of times, but like
guys like McCaffrey,
yeah. You know who kind of popped in my head randomly? Matt Forte.
Oh yeah,
I felt like Matt Forte had a lot of games like that.
He used to,
Sproles probably. Somebody
the guy playing tonight, Keith Gainwell. He's a receiving threat first.
Shout out your fantasy team.
Crash and
good luck.
Thank you, Kyle Pitts. I will forever.
Oh, you have Pitts on your team?
No, he's on the other team.
Oh my God,
it's wearing me out tonight.
The one game.
Kyle Pitts got off the canvas and became Rocky Balboa.
Let's give another stock up. Though. Anybody else have a further up they want to shout out?
Absolutely, I got to give one to Liam Cohen. I could say the whole coaching staff, but man,
he was in his bag.
He was in the bag, man. This guy knows what he's doing. He knows his players, man. He really knows his players, and I love his mantra of players, not plays. Mm-hmm. And I know that's a widespread thing. I know he didn't come up with that, but like we are really seeing
ultimate coach speak. That's 101.
Yeah.
It is.
But it's true though. Every year is different. No matter what 100%. Level you're at, you're gonna have new players, and you have a system that you want to fit them into. But you really gotta, to his credit, what you're saying is he's found, hey, what can you do well?
Let's do it.
Let's try to figure this out and put it in. And the team's rock. I mean, the offense right now. How many?
The Rock man.
Well, hold on, 30 or 25 plus points and
5 or 6 games in a row.
When's the last time we had an offense that could do that?
Absolutely.
Honestly,
98, 99.
Yeah. So it's Kevin Gilbride, Tom Coughlin, that 96, 97, 98, 99.
Since the Thunder Lightning days.
That was the best offenses we've ever seen.
Yeah.
You can say Fred and MJD had some running years where we were really good.
Yeah, but this is different. This is explosive.
This is
down the field.
We have
an
opportunity to get 30 every game.
Yeah.
And we've had some years in Jacksonville where we're getting 17.
Exactly. That's my point.
What I love about what he's doing is it's not predictable at all.
It's balanced too.
It's balanced.
We're throwing it more now, but I think it's because the teams respected our run so much.
Absolutely.
I think we're throwing on first down more than we have it on.
Yeah.
I love in the press conference. It was like, you guys were up by a lot, and you kept throwing. And Liam Cohen said, well, we like to throw it. I said, man, when's the last time Jaguars had a head coach that said, we like to throw it, and our quarterback throws for 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Man. So I got to give Liam Cohen his flowers as much as possible.
No, that's a good one.
I think this team is the embodiment of just truly the embodiment of making the most out of their players. We're not the most talented team in the league, but we're getting the most out of our players. So props to Liam and the rest of the staff, honestly.
For sure. You had another further up that you want to shout out?
Further up.
I got 2.
So for me, it's just the little things that you notice when you look at the game a little bit everybody else.
Yeah.
Cam Little.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hear me out.
He's solid all season.
So he's had his struggle. He's had his comeback. He's set the league record.
Mm-hmm.
He's done all these good things.
Yep.
He was told this week, do not let him kick it. And he kicked that in the first the whole time. If you score points, you got to execute now. And he made every extra point. He made every field goal.
6 extra points.
Yeah. That's not bad.
So you eliminated the first thing the head coach talked about. What are they good at?
Yeah, exactly. They never had a shot. Other than that punt return, we got bailed.
They pulled back.
We got bailed out in the momentum of the game. By the way,
changed right there.
That took all the wind out of their sails. That was the only shot they really had. That and maybe like
that was their moment.
Yeah, if they had a turnover or something like that, but they had to score, especially teams win.
Yeah,
that was a good one. I would give mine to BTJ.
Yeah.
Now
he was going to be my last pick.
He was going to be technically I'm putting him in as a further up in this one.
Right.
He had the drop towards the end. I think the one on the end, he didn't the defender was blocking his view. I don't really think that's on him necessarily, even though it did kind of hit him in the hands. It looked like he stopped running a little bit. But I will say this: I think the vertical stretch or threat rather
Yeah.
of BTJ and going down the field we saw since probably the Colts game. It changes everything. And I think next week in Mile High too, like that's gonna be that's gonna help us a lot. Is Patrick Surtain? Is he?
I don't believe he's 100% healthy, but he is playing.
Yeah.
And just
He
side
had a
tangents.
pick on the Packers.
Yeah, and then I think RJ Harvey is banged up too with a rib, right?
I know that he played yesterday and scored a touchdown, but I don't know if
I think he got banged up.
Have to pay attention to the injury report for sure this week.
We'll talk about the Broncos too, but yeah, just to wrap it up, yeah, I think BTJ he's definitely trending up. I think he's yet to really have, he had a really good game the last 2 games. I think there's still another couple notches
There's more
in
there.
him and Trevor's game for him now, because I think Trevor played probably the best game he could play.
I think this week you're going to see that.
I hope so.
This is what's going to happen.
Well, if he goes opposite, you got Riley Moss.
So I feel like someone is going to figure out and take Jacoby Myers.
Double him.
Well, it's these deep, like Coach was saying before, it's these deep digs off the play action.
And so,
That's true.
And also, there's the outside. Right, it's going to open up.
So now BTJ is going to have to be the focal point of the passing.
He's going to have to be BTJ.
For them to get out of the coverage to open the middle of the field again.
Right.
Where we complained for so long earlier this year, we can't get a small arm, we dropping the ball, all this stuff. Now we're in the middle of the field as we come out. That's the part of our offense that we love. So
And the great thing is
BTJ is going to get the chance this week against maybe what some people call the best corner in the league.
Yeah. He gets a couple of good deep routes early in the game. He gets a couple of passes over the middle. I think they might adjust their game plan.
Well, I think,
you know what I'm saying? You get it early.
Well, they kind of, since they got Myers, just to kind of push back on it a little bit, they got Myers, they really put him in that role where that was a big part of Liam's offense. And it's a big part of McVay's offense, too. Like, they run these deep routes to Puka. So what we're going to do this week against Jacoby Myers, I think this week, I agree with you. I think they're going to find a way. Sean McVay is smart enough to say, hey, Jacoby Myers, Trevor's go-to guy. Or Sean Payton. What I say?
Sean McVay. But
no, I was just talking about Sean McVay.
McVay train.
Yeah, Sean Payton. I think he's smart enough to say, hey, Vance Joseph is going to take him away.
Yeah.
So
does a great job. He's one of the best in the season.
I do think we can run on him a little bit, too.
I think that's going to be key.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go to Denver, actually, because I think that's where it's going to be fun.
The money is.
Yeah. They're on Denver already.
Yeah, Coach is going to be there in person, so we need all the videos and everything you can get.
He's giving us the good vibe. He's giving us the good luck, the good juju.
I'm bringing the good luck charm.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about Denver a little bit. They're 11-2.
They're the top
They just went to 12.
Top seed. Are they
They're
12 now? I don't think listen. I think they have a good defense, right? I think they have playmakers on defense. I think they're well coached.
Yeah,
I think they're similar to us in a lot of aspects. I think Bo Nix is okay.
It's okay.
I don't think the weapons are necessarily there. So let's talk about kind of the head-to-head matchups. I think that's where the money's at. So
yeah,
you got Sean Payton versus Liam.
Got to give the check to the guy with the ring.
You got to give it to Payton for right now.
For now.
But I do think Liam going into this game is
his cards are looking pretty good.
He
likes his hand.
He's got to be juiced for this because I know that he talked about
his
looking
play
up
cards
to
got a lot
Payton.
of green on it, not a lot of green.
Yeah. I think he's going to be very aggressive in this game.
He talked about learning a lot from Payton in his press conference and how he went and watched the Saints practice for a while when he was still coaching in college.
Yep.
I think I hope he reaches deep into that bag again. And obviously having Tootin out is going to make him really make some adjustments on the fly. But of course, Sean Payton's got the ring. His first time coach. He's got everything to prove. I like our guy. There's a reason I gave him a further up. Obviously the momentum goes to Peyton. I think the expectations go to Coach Peyton. He's done a great job this season. Let's see what happens.
I think going next with quarterback. I think I can.
I think we can
I'll say Trevor wins it easily.
confidently say Trevor wins.
I think Bo Nix probably has better right in the second.
He's probably got a higher completion percentage or something. But you look at the deep passes. Bo Nix has very few deep down the field passes.
Listen, they're both gamers. I think right at the end of the day, I think they both.
Mobile, both quick release.
Use their legs.
Yeah.
The issue I have with Bo Nix is, and maybe I just haven't watched enough of him yet, but I don't think
He was only in college for 7 years. What's that?
yeah, in the pros. But I don't think that this might be a false accusation, but I think he's like a check tag. Like I think he has a higher completion rate because he's been all these dump offs. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Right.
There really shouldn't be a knock on if that's the right play. But I've seen him either. Here's where I think divides him and Trevor a little bit. I think Trevor in the intermediate game. I think Trevor, that's where he dominates. I think deep down the field, Nix is as good as Trevor, if not better. I think maybe underneath, but I think still take Trevor, especially in crunch time. He gets close. I'm taking Trevor all
I'm
day.
absolutely taking Trevor out of arm strength, boldness. Just he will gunsling, and I think Bo Nix has a very good system around him with a few fast receivers that aren't that great, but they're fast.
So I'm going to help you guys to get to the
Yeah,
answer.
Let's do it, Coach.
So Sean Payton, Drew Brees. Okay.
Yes.
If you look at the offense that this guy has run for over a decade,
we're going on 20 years here
with a Hall of Famer pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
It was what they call a top-down offense. If it's not there, check it down.
Right.
And so he had different versions of the offense with Jimmy Graham and people like that where the tight end was very valuable. Reggie Bush, those type of people are running. Kamara,
the New Orleans running back.
So checking it down, this offense is considered a win. It is not a failure.
Right.
As much as Sutton, the other receiver that they have, they're not really top takers. They're not going to win the post all the time. Once they get that deep threat attitude, then you'll see the shots involved that you saw with some of the guys they had with the Saints and those kind of things. The offense is the exact same. I bet he's got the same verbiage.
Yeah.
So the comparison, though, is Bo Nix right now, statistically, is better than Trevor Lawrence. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Bo Nix is in his second year in an offense. He's already like 35 years old. So
is he older than Trevor, actually?
Because I was going to say, they're either a year younger or the same age.
And Nix was drafted 3 years later. I think he's 1 year younger, or less than a year.
Which, at the end of the day, in the time and place, in the present right now, it's the same.
They're the same age. He has 2 years. Trevor's in his 5th year. However you want to look at it. The slice of it here is Trevor's playing the best football of his career right now. You cannot say that about Bo Nix because you watch him, he'll have a series where he looks like God, he shouldn't play at all. And then the next series, he runs around and throws a perfect strike, or he breaks a tackle. He does all the things that we've seen Trevor do.
I was just going to say, I think Trevor embodied.
They're a lot closer together than they are further apart.
This might be more of a push than we actually think it is.
I think it's Trevor just because of experience. I know he played 7 years in college, so he's got plenty of experience. I think he played in every conference. But I'm taking Trevor.
Yeah,
I'll stick with Trevor.
I'll stick with Trevor too. But I agree with you. I think it is a lot closer than we think. And I will give you the nod that he does have better numbers. So it's hard to kind of.
It's 27 and 7, I believe. 27 touchdowns.
Yeah, it is hard. I would say typically. I mean, Trevor's gotten better.
Trevor's 23 and 11. He's got 5 touchdowns. I know.
Yeah. Trevor's decision making has gotten a little bit better. His accuracy's gotten better recently.
With where your targets are going to be.
His second year
for
Nix, yes.
Now, I think he got the kiddie version last year.
Yeah,
and they
absolutely he did.
All right, so moving on to running back.
Check.
We got ETN 2 wins out now.
Unfortunately,
for the next couple weeks with a finger. I think it was on like kickoff where he got rocked. I saw him coming off the sideline. So ETN versus RJ Harvey, if he's healthy.
Don't they have another guy? Who's the other
Dobbins
one?
is hurt, I believe.
Dobbins is on
Dobbins
IR,
has been
I
hurt.
think.
He's been hurt.
There's somebody else
I
that
don't
they
know.
were feeding the ball.
No, 38.
Jaleel McLaughlin.
That's it.
Yeah.
Who's
He's a good player.
I
LaQuint
think an
Allen and
undrafted
ETN,
guy.
There
I'm
you go.
taking.
Yeah.
I'm taking this.
By the way,
Like this.
LaQuint did sign the board. He was here at Strings and Jack's Beach tonight. LaQuint signed the board.
Shout out
boss.
LaQuint because
Pretty good dude, by the
he
way.
talked to a different kid.
Yeah.
The kid that came
Oh,
up
yeah.
to him, he
Yeah,
talked
he's
to
a
him, gave
good
him
dude.
a game of 5, gave him a fist bump. So thank you for that. That's awesome. Love to see that.
He
from,
did a great job.
Yeah, as much as we all love LaQuint already, and I told him so, he's what you think he's a person too. So yeah, I take the Jags. I think it's pretty easy. Even though I do like RJ Harvey, but I think ETN alone.
Shout out to
Pretty solid. I think ET's just far more dynamic.
Yeah.
He's a lot more
We're
capable.
using him in a way
Yeah.
that they're hopeful to use RJ in the future.
Yes, that's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Tight end, we got my boy Evan Ingram, who I don't really think he's having
Really
that.
is he really a tight end now? He's a joker.
Yeah.
He's a joker.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's necessarily having the best year there. I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, it's
But
not been impressive.
I will say this: I'm very excited that we have Brandon Strange. And that was, at the end of the day, the right move. Even though it would have been nice to have maybe an extra, tight end like Ingram, but I will forfeit and say he can't block. So it wasn't going to work in the system.
not to the level that we need.
Yeah.
You know.
Splits on team with tight ends. It's got to be pretty.
Yeah.
And if you look at
it's vital.
Strange too, most of the time he's not an on-ball tight end either. They have him off
He's
ball,
moving.
and he's coming back and wham blocks, things like that.
Yeah, his wham blocks.
So, which
Yeah.
I think Strange.
For
Yeah, I think Strange is only getting healthier, and he's only going to get better, just like everybody else here.
Yeah.
Wide receiver room. That's a easy
Come on.
check mark. I think that's
Jags
probably
easy.
our biggest advantage right there.
Yeah, I agree.
think my biggest thing with the wideouts right now is you can't talk enough about Jacoby Myers. I'm not talking about
Yeah.
the catches in the yards.
Well, hey,
Well,
we've
what
done
he's
it.
done-
We've
what
done it
he's
4
done
weeks in a
for
row.
the room.
Yeah, the leadership
And
in the room is
Tighten
huge.
that room up. If you need Edgar Bennett, somebody to say, watch that guy.
Solid,
that guy.
steady guy.
Watch that guy.
Yeah.
He is where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
If it's supposed to take 4 steps to get to the top of the thing, he's doing it 3.5. You
Yeah.
know, like he's where he's supposed to be every time.
Liam even said in his press conference, he said something like, he's not somebody you have to really explain things to. He gets
knows it
things.
quick.
He gets things quickly, you know?
They were talking about that on the radio with him being in McDaniel's system and how many checks and how many things there are. And so
Yeah.
It's nice to have guys like that.
Well, I would say this: you got Jacoby Myers, you got Brian Thomas Jr., Parker Washington's been balling all season when he's healthy.
Mhm.
Tim Patrick is
Former Bronco. Yeah.
He
very
is
similar to
Big guy.
Jacoby Myers. Jacoby
He
Myers
is a
is the
Yeah.
better version of it.
player. He is a team
But
player.
Yeah.
when you need him, Tim Patrick's there. And we won't talk about Deontay Brown.
Yeah, we don't need to do that.
But unfortunately, RIP.
Yeah.
RIP. He's a good dude, though. I will say this. We're here at Jack's Beach and at Strings, and me and Flash, our first ever at String podcast was right on the spot. And Yami signed the board, he did an intro for the show. So
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
he's a good dude. It's unfortunate the way
It's
it
not
went.
working out,
But it is what it is.
his career's not over. He'll wind up with the Raiders. or
Yeah.
something, you know?
He's cursed.
O-line.
I hate to say this,
Denver.
but I think I got to go Denver.
It's Denver.
I feel like
They're pretty solid, man.
They have one of the best guards in the league. They got
Yeah.
McClinchy. They have Bowles.
They're pretty solid.
They're just. I was watching.
across the line.
once one tackle is really good.
Yeah.
Well, I just had
It's
kid
punching.
from 49ers. So really been there for a while now in Denver. But I will say this: I was watching them today. I didn't get to watch as many games as I wanted to yet, but
Mhm.
I saw them against Washington.
Yeah.
I remember watching the end of that game. I was like, "Hey, how'd the whole thing go?" They're pretty good offensive line. I know that Bo's really not gotten hit at all this year, so pass rush this week is going to be vital. I don't know how.
I agree.
That's
with
kind of
that.
the thing that's scaring me is I feel like we're going to give him a ton of time. Now, if we contain him,
Yeah.
I'm okay. It's kind of like the Russell Wilson thing. Actually, that's not a bad comparison. With Bo Nix a little
Compare
bit.
Russell Wilson and
Not
Drew
not
Brees,
not like
like
not like
Not
the
the current.
not
Russell
current, but
Yeah.
towards
Seattle Seahawks.
yeah.
yeah.
Who would run around to throw?
Right.
And then
If you
moonball.
if
run
you
to
can
run.
if
but
you
run
can
to-
keep them inside the pocket, you got a much better chance.
We could get some coverage stacks on,
Yeah.
right?
I don't believe that matchup is going to be favorable for them secondary wise versus our secondary versus
For them or for us?
for them.
Really?
I like our coverage unit against these ones.
I think
I don't think that they do anything spectacular.
Yeah.
No, they've got a couple of fast guys. That's it.
Well,
But the time,
I don't know.
The time element is the fearful piece. If
Yeah.
you give
Right.
Bo Nix 5, 6, 7
Yeah.
seconds, something bad's going to happen.
I will say this. I think not to the same extent, but I am a little bit not fearful, but I am concerned on the outside chance. Like I feel like we struggle with Nico Collins, and I don't think Sutton is that necessarily.
No.
But it's like
Sutton
I
is
think he could,
underrated.
I think he could be a tough matchup for some
Yeah.
of these guys. He's a big physical wide receiver. They
Yeah.
got a couple of them, and then but that's really the only guy I'm really stressing.
They
Trying
got
to think who else even they have in the wide receiver. They got
So they
Troy
got-
Franklin
yeah.
from Oregon.
Yeah.
It's more of a deep threat.
right.
This kid Mims is like a punt returner, slot guy.
Yeah.
I don't really.
Mims and Franklin are fast, and Cortland Sutton is very well-rounded, very
Possession guy.
underappreciated. We cover Sutton well. We watch enough tape to we have a good idea of what Franklin or Mims are going to do.
Yeah.
We've got them. Now we need to. We definitely have to have a good pass rush week.
Well, that's what I'm
You
saying.
know?
I don't think we
have to.
I don't think we win that matchup this week. I don't think we win the defensive line versus their pass protection this week against their O line. I think
Not straight up, but if we cover well enough, and Nix has to think, okay, second read, third read, fourth read, maybe then we get to it.
yeah,
You know?
I think it's
I
more
feel
of a
like
push.
I feel like it's one of those things where you're going to see Josh Allen and Javon
In the clutch.
get him to step up, and those other guys are going to have to
Well,
make the play.
this is where this is kind of
Bring
where.
in your boy Gardak, maybe.
Well, this is kind of more towards.
play that spy look.
Well, no, similar. I was going to say the linebackers. I think
Yeah.
Foye and Devin Lloyd. I think both of those guys this week
Lloyd's got to have a
have
good
to
game.
have they flying around the field. They both have to have like 10 tackles.
Yeah.
They need to I think they'll just play the deep stuff. Let them check down like they want to.
So
Contain Bo Nix, and I
Contain
think
them.
we're okay.
I believe that
Absolutely.
that's probably the play for us on defense is to get him to get rid of the ball immediately. Let's give him the let's tell him where you have to throw the ball,
Interesting.
and we figure it out from there.
I don't know if that's
Tackle, fix coverages in and out, being able to show the mug look and then drop into coverage.
Absolutely. I think Camp is going to just cook up shit.
We're going to have to get after him
Yeah.
so he's not coming.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I don't know how you would do. The issue is not that I don't trust our secondary. I like our guys. I think we're playing good enough.
Yeah.
And I think, unfortunately, deep into the playoffs, and towards the end of the season, that might be our Achilles heel. It's just the talent level.
Yeah.
I don't think they're bad. I think we can play with a lot of people. Most teams.
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't really the team that I'm worried about. When it comes to secondary, but I'm just saying. I think I'd be curious on how Camp goes about it this week. If we're going to pressure or play back, because either option,
mix, I think.
yeah, either option, I can understand the reasoning.
Yeah.
D line, what do we think?
This
is one of the best ones in the league.
They've got a very good
They have
D-line.
two of the best.
Cooper,
Yeah.
Benito, Allen.
Unfortunately, we probably need to get to the
I think we have to, and I don't want to. But I think
shot
we
at
do.
our guys.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
unit is really good.
I do think we could run on them a little bit more than you think. I've seen a few teams
Between the
able-
tackles.
between the tackles
Yes.
be able to do it, and they have some. Now, if you're forcing Trevor to throw the ball a ton, they got a lot of fast players on that defensive side of the ball. But I think we talk about this every week. The run's important for this, the Jags team, but I think that's where our advantage is really in this
I
game.
believe that they are going to load the box and play to throw the ball
I could see
25
that.
or 30 times
I could see
to
that.
beat them. And they're not going to let us turn around and hand it off. Now,
You think they're going to
if
go
we
one
can-
high?
If we can't turn it around and hand it off, it's going to be a long day for the Broncos.
Yeah.
I think Walker Little comes back this week.
sits that butt on that bench.
No, he plays. I think he plays a lot.
Six
I
linemen.
think Walker Little plays a lot this week
I think Cole
as
Van
the
Lannon
as the
his
jumbo
spot.
as the jumbo
As the
tight
extra-
end.
Jumbo tight end. There
As
we
the
go.
jumbo
The
tight end.
sixth lineman.
I think we play six offensive linemen more than we have.
Hey, let's play a drinking game. Take a
One
drink
for-
every time Walker Little goes in motion.
Well, one for protection, but also more importantly for the run block. That's really where he's
Yeah.
excelled this year.
I would love to see the percentage if that happens, if that's true. If it's 9 out of 10, I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that that's something, you know, if they can have success, or do we dress 3 or 4 tight ends?
Yeah.
It's long, healthy things to where he can come back and do things a different way.
LeCompte should get a lot of playing time this week too. I know Tootin's out, and they'll call up somebody from the practice squad.
He's gonna get some good chips in there.
But this
You
game,
know he is.
this is the one time you really
Get him a chip steal. He should be on a bag.
Hey,
yeah, that's a good one.
that's
Smart.
we got to talk to him.
You guys don't pay me the big bucks for
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
But I do think this is one of the rare times where it's very niche, like category, but you can rely on LaQuint Allen to be
Pretty awesome save.
really good this week.
Yeah.
He's going to play a lot. I think he's going to be able to protect against the defensive line.
We
I
talked
think
about this earlier. He's going to get his first touchdown.
I love that. I think he's gonna definitely get some short yardage handoffs.
I do think there's a little bit of some
Dives.
some matchups we can take advantage of in their secondary. Now,
Yeah.
obviously they have Pat Surtain, but
You know,
It's pretty good.
Riley Moss on the opposite side, you know, I think he's been struggling a little bit this year.
He gets a
At
lot of
least
penalties
that's
called
what
on him.
that's what I've heard.
Yeah,
And I think if they're loading the box, they're forced to play man, and he's either getting Jacoby or he's getting BT.
Huh.
yeah.
So
Good luck.
So if we can run it, this is what I'm saying. If we can have Walker Little maybe as the jumbo tight end and run it effectively, and then force them to play man on the outside with Jacoby or BT, I mean that's not easy money, but I go there to that matchup
I like
quite
that.
a bit.
I like that.
So I'm just saying, I think Brenton Strange also has a pretty good game. Let's go linebackers. Who has a better linebacker squad? You got Greenlaw. Who's the other kid? Singleton or something like that. Captain or something. They're good. I love them.
I love
Wait,
In my
and
opinion,
Gardner.
our linebacker group is over succeeded in their estimate.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They have
Absolutely.
excelled
Yeah.
in coverage
Yeah.
and against the run, and they're outstanding. They all have forced turnovers. They all
The fact
have
that Lloyd has 5 interceptions is crazy.
Yeah.
So
He's got 5 interceptions. What?
I'll take us.
I love our linebacker core.
Last one, secondary. We talked about it a little bit.
You got it
So
broke down here. You got corner. You got
we have
corner.
okay. All right,
So-
we'll do cornerback first.
so corner goes to them.
Okay.
He's the best
Sertain's one
corner.
of the best. He's the best.
He's the best
right?
corner.
I
That's
think their
fair.
slot. I was looking because I wasn't sure how
Their nickel guys.
their nickel guys. I don't think he's that bad either though.
No, he's not bad by any means.
Yeah.
But he's not that bad.
Mhm.
George Lewis, in my opinion, is one of the
Okay.
best.
Terry Brown
So
or Newsom, I guess you
I'm
can give to
jarring.
that third.
Giving-
I'm giving them a check on the other corner as well. I know he's struggling
Yeah.
this year, but he's also had moments of brilliance. So, that old adage of when you play with a true number one corner, the number 2 guy gets picked on no matter what.
Yeah,
and
it's
we
good.
saw that with Jalen and AJ Boye.
Yeah.
AJ led the league in interceptions
Yeah.
because they kept throwing it.
Right.
They said, well, we can't throw it.
So,
Jalen is.
so you're seeing that loss.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when
They're
you
picking on him.
they're not picking on him. That's where they're
They're
going because
trying
they
to.
have nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
And so
They're
you're
trying
seeing
to.
those pieces of that.
Yeah.
And the understanding of what the field looks like. That old Dion role. Half of it belongs to Dion. The rest of you guys got to come. The other 2/3 can figure it out.
Right.
Those kind of things. And that's is that guy. We do not have that guy. We might have that guy on the injured list.
Yeah.
Harry Holt is a true one.
Yeah.
Defense even more.
I agree.
So, but unfortunately, they're getting checked.
All right. Last group would be safety. I love Bufunga. I thought that was really my one guy in the offseason. Not my one guy, but one of the biggest
One of the top guys. for
priorities
sure.
I wanted to get the Jags to go after.
Yeah.
He's having a great year in Denver.
He's a good player.
He came from the
Troy
Niners, right?
Polamalu
They
mini
call him
version. Um,
Junior Polamalu.
so I loved him in San Fran too.
Yeah.
I think we have him. Yep.
Our safeties are playing well.
They're playing better.
than that.
They
They're
are
not playing better than that.
above their.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
But we'll give it to Denver.
yeah, I'll give it to Denver. And then special teams, I'd say Jags.
I like us for sure.
In my opinion,
Punt return, kick return, kicking game,
we
coverage.
are one of the best teams in the league.
In special,
Yep.
absolutely.
And I think we're gonna need it
only
in this
two
game.
all pros are our snapper and our punter.
Punter.
Yeah.
Like, and now we have a kicker who can do
Who's
all
got the NFL
pieces.
record?
Yep.
Right. So our special teams are out.
We're gonna
Yeah.
need him in this game.
I hope
And we have
he-
what 3 punt returns for touchdowns already.
Yep.
Like,
I hope he
don't-
kicks a few long.
Don't let that
ones
man
with
punt.
Cam. Yeah.
Last thing. Let's go predictions. How do we? Let's go offense, defense, and a score, and then we'll go all the way down.
All right.
So, who's your offensive player of the game? Defensive player of the game?
Offensive player of the game. I do like Brian Thomas Jr. for sure. I'm going to go 6 receptions, 100 yards. Probably not a touchdown. I want to say a touchdown, but I think, I think they get onto it. They start doubling it, maybe, So I'm going to go.
They won't. They have too much pride.
I'm going to go Brian Thomas as our offensive. Defensive, I'm between two guys. I'm between Josh Hines Allen and Trayvon Walker. It's got to be one of them. I'm going to go with Trayvon Walker as our defensive player of the game. A couple of tackles for a loss, plenty of pressures. I know Bowden's slippery, so I won't make any guesses on the sacks, but I think we're going to see Trayvon get some pressure, get a couple of tackles for a loss when we really need them.
Yeah.
I think tackles for a loss are a very underrated thing. You're at 2nd and 8. They call a pitch. You get Trayvon decking your guy in the backfield. You're looking at 3rd and 9 all of a sudden. That's a dream scenario. So I'm going to go with that. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I'm going to take the Jags 23-20. Thanks to Cam Little
Okay.
late in the game.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. What do you think? What's your offensive, defensive, and score?
So our offensive player is Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trevor is going to be the point guard and distribute.
Light him up.
We had 8 guys catch balls yesterday. We're going to have 9 guys catch balls this week.
Woo.
I believe Brenton Strange will be a benefactor of the most catches, and he is going to have his career game that we've been looking for him. And then you will see on defense that Foye Aluakon will make a great play late in the game to seal the victory.
I like it.
I love that.
I like
and
it.
we will win 28-15
20 to
Oh.
15.
because they're going to try to come back. One of those weirdo
one of
2-point
those
conversion
two
kicks and points.
They might get
28
one, but it's not
15.
enough.
That's right.
I like that. I
All
like that.
right. Man. So I'm gonna go offensive player of the game. Kind of in between two right now. I think Trevor's gonna run it more than you think. I think Denver struggled against guys like that. But I'm gonna give it to ETN. I think what I was talking about before with Walker Little playing more. I think we're gonna be able to run the ball in this game.
Yeah,
And that's going to be a
nitty-gritty.
great thing for us as far as like the win column.
And if we can run the ball, they're going to play.
Yeah. And I think that's going to happen in this game. So I'm going to go ETN. He has a big game. LeQuint, I do have scoring in this game.
Ooh.
And then I also have on defense.
It is
I feel like
tough.
we have to shut down we really have to shut down the run game and kind of make Bo Nix one dimensional. We do have to contain him. So like the Trayvon, I hope he stays. Yeah, I've seen him get beat outside and lose the edge a couple times when it comes to quarterbacks. It happened last week, but I think really I see Devin Lloyd getting 2 sacks in this game. I think we're gonna
Love that.
We're gonna draw up some schemes up the middle. Him and Foye are gonna both have great games. So I'm gonna go Devin Lloyd though with a 2 sacks and a pick. And then score. It's gonna be a really tough game. I think we both play probably as best, as good as we both can. I think, man, I had us losing this game. I had us losing this game 26-24, and I'm going to switch it.
All right.
I think we're going to win 26-24 still,
All
though.
right.
I think we're the better team. I think Denver squeaked out a lot of wins this year, as have we.
11 in a row.
As have we. But we're going to lose eventually here, and I think we're playing too good right now for us to lose. So I'm going to go with us.
Hey, return of the Jaguars.
Yeah.
It's return of the Jaguars,
Woody
baby.
All right, boys. Well, typically, I hope everybody can hear us okay. We're freezing our ass off here. You would think it's Green Bay, Wisconsin, not Jacksonville Beach, Jax Beach, Florida. But I appreciate you guys hanging in there. Get a Duval.